First of a back-to-back. Hornets have a game tomorrow against Boston in this building. Paul George a steal. Barlow is fouled. Paul George can still play some good defense.
Yeah, he can. Well, look at Musa. Keeps that ball alive and then go right back at Embiid with a left hand. He's got the
pitch with more. Barlow's first doesn't fall.
Throwing Paul George in a one-on-one scenario. And then let's pick up the pace. Burn some calories all game long. Keep Embiid involved on the defensive end. But more importantly, you got to make sure that Sixers get up and down and feel your burn.
LaMelo back to the iron, rebounded by George. Paul George missed 25 games this year. League suspension. He's back in good standing, and he's available. Stayed in shape during his suspension, and he's able to play back-to-back games as normal minutes. Hit long jumpers like that.
Got some shots up while he was on the sidelines. You can tell that. Good stroke right there.
Brandon Miller says he's patterned his game after Paul George has to pick up his dribble. Brandon, left-handed, loose. Brandon keeps it. LaMelo. And another offensive rebound. Come on. Yes! Some things you guess at, other things you just know.
This crowd definitely knows when Concadimple is open like that and has time. 9 times out of 10, it's going down.
Embiid is fouled.
That's a guy early in his career that loves the game, doesn't want to take anything for granted. And is a tough-minded kid out of Milwaukee that knows how to play.
All right, one more free throw for Embiid. In the history of the NBA, dating back to the late 40s, no one has gone to the free throw line with the regularity that Joel Embiid has now in his 12th NBA season.
He's just got a big body, can shoot it on the perimeter, great ball fake, but he knows how to draw contact with the extended arms when he has the basketball and knows that the defense is not on balance.
LaMelo keeps the dribble alive, working on Barlow. LaMelo! Embiid knocked to the floor and a whistle. And now it's Edgecombe going to be called for the loose ball foul because LaMelo hit the deck.
That's right. Same call on both ends. That's all any NBA player wants. Consistency in the whistle on both ends. Embiid embellishes on his end. LaMelo embellishes on his end. They both get a call.
There's Nick Nurse. You can actually call him a doctor.
Sports leadership.
Yeah. He kept himself busy during COVID. Took online classes, became a PhD.
Resume for a head coach.
Brandon! So smooth, Brandon Miller.
Because Embiid is in drop coverage. Good screen by Kalkbrenner. And Brandon floater off the wrong leg.
Maxey, playing in his first game in 3 weeks, has only touched the ball a couple of times, Del. He averages 29 points per game in 61 contests this year.
They think they got a mismatch in this matchup right here. They're going to feed Embiid until the Hornets make an adjustment.
Knipple, eyebrow fake, now gets it back out to Bridges. Miles,
that was set up because Bridges got out of that screen and sealed his guy, and that drew Embiid. He had to help.
Great late strip by LaMelo, took it away from Edgecombe. Now the Hornets will play 5-on-5. LaMelo. Embiid! Right in front of the Hornets bench, knocks LaMelo to the floor. They call a foul on Embiid. He doesn't agree, and Nick Nurse is going to challenge. Bottom of the well, what do you expect? The Hornets now shoot 88% on technical free throws this year. Just a reminder, you get 2 technical fouls, then you're dismissed. Actually, on your second technical foul, you're shown the door. So Embiid is going to have to be a choir boy for the rest of the evening. Sixers stay as is. Edgecombe, Barlow, Maxey, George, and Embiid. Hornets have been playing with Ryan Kalkbrenner. Ever since Moussa Diabate picked up his second foul. Maxey turns the corner, leaves it for Embiid. And Hornets ball.
The box out there by Bridges. Little flare screen over the top, and then they let Maxey and Embiid play a two-man game. Embiid has missed a couple of those short mid-range jumpers. Hornets did a good job of keeping the Sixers at one and done.
Maxey's played 5 minutes, hasn't attempted a shot. Guy who averages 29 points per game and just picks up the foul, does Tyrese Maxey. LaMelo gets past Maxey. And last touch by the Hornets. Embiid. Three-pointer, Joel Embiid, the former MVP.
He and Jokic, I think, two of the best three-point centers, shooting centers in the league. Give Embiid plenty of time to get a good eye on that rim. He's going to make those.
Miles Bridges, a rare shot in the paint with his left hand. Up and in.
Got to a spot, elevated softly with that half hook left. This is why Maxey hadn't taken the shot. They're really making a conscious effort to get the ball into Embiid. They think they got a mismatch with that big fella in the post. And you keep him engaged on the offensive end, it'll help you defensively.
Pinnacle rebounds the miss by Edgecombe. Hornets have Josh Green at the scores table. He'll come in next whistle. LaMelo bats it out to Maxey. One-man fast break. Wow! Like he shot out of a cannon.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. One of the fastest guys in the league with the ball in the open floor. We're talking about he puts his head down. He's got one thing on his mind, getting to the cup.
Dell, he's missed 10 consecutive games. He still leads everyone in the NBA, does Tyrese Maxey, in fast break points, and he does it by 45.
Had that big of a lead, huh?
Yes, still has a lead of 40 by 2. 5 minutes remaining here in our first quarter. Quentin Grimes also into the game. He doesn't get the hero's welcome that Kelly Oubre gets. From the free throw line, that's money for him. Layup. Money for him. So we're tied at Kemba Walker. Worst things in the world. Brandon working up the screen from Kalkbrenner. Push, and he'll go to the free throw line to try and get his game started. Philadelphia